shoulder is the problem. Came in here with fingers causing him a problem. But he's in a bit of difficulty, and he damaged that shoulder as well. I remember in the league final last year against Tipperary, the beginning of May. I hope it's nothing terribly serious. Here's Cahal-Nocton. Little block on it again there by Michael Fennelly. He's having a stormer. Larkin, brilliant score. He's waited for a chance. It's gone over for him, and it's a first for Owen Larkin, the James Stephens man.
Yeah, well, I think that sums up that score. Ron Curran could have cleared that ball 80 yards down the field. He went with a long hand pass to Cahal-Nocton. It was a bit high. Michael Fennelly in like a shot. He's switched now. Cahal-Nocton switched on to Michael Fennelly to try to negate him a little bit. And, you know, another great score by Owen Larkin from outfield. Very direct hurling, first time hurling.
Tom Kenny now trying to win some ball in the middle of the park. And there was holding up there this time, and it's Kieran Murphy who's gone in at full forward. They've withdrawn the two corner men because there's nothing at all going up there anyway. So he's the only leader of the attack right now, the captain. And he was being held back. Jersey being pulled, and the referee gives a free into Cork. So it gives Ben O'Connor, who has scored all bar one of Cork's points so far, the other by Cahal-Nocton, of course. So chance to make it his third point of the match, Cork's fourth. All of Ben's points coming from frees. But look at the margin, 12 points now at this stage. 2-10 to 4 points.
Yeah, Jeremy, we saw this in both games in the Munster Championship, Munster final against Waterford. The Cork forwards not able to score from play. You know, they went over a half in both of those matches without scoring, and we see it here again today. The only score from play from Cahal-Nocton from the middle of the field.
John Gardner. Left there for Michael Fennelly. This time taken down by the goalkeeper. And Donald O'Cusack completes the clearance, getting it out to Sean O'Halpine. Niall McCarthy now. Well, Tommy Welch stays back. That's the plan, of course. So Niall goes deep, collects the ball, but still has a fair old distance to make the target. Doesn't quite make it again for the second time in this match. Ben O'Connor was trying to scoop it back towards Niall McCarthy. It's Tommy Welch instead. And eventually, Noel Hickey drops it away into the half forwards. Out came Eddie Brennan. Out too came Brian Murphy, the corner back. Over there towards Cian McCarthy. Trying to go by Michael Fennelly. Very little going Cork's way. Looking uncertain. O'Halpine now. That's Sean O'Halpine. And he's put it over the bar. His second point in this year's championship. First point of the match here. So 2-10 to 5 points. And that was from a fair old distance out. Now the scoring chances created by the two teams so far are interesting. Kilkenny with 20 scoring chances, Cork now with 12 scoring chances, but only 5 points. Again, Kilkenny tried to win primary possession there in and around the Cork 45-metre line. Onto it quickly comes Aidan Fogarty, darting forward, a little hand pass released inside. It was intended for Eddie Brennan. The goalkeeper's got to come. Eddie's protesting to the referee that he was being held. Out once again through Cahal-Nocton. The midfielder is back in his own full back line, helping out now. Tommy Welch, you said he wasn't all that visible earlier on. How about that? Into Richie Power. His catching has been superb. The play of a very confident player. To TJ Reid, well, if he scores, that'll complete the forward line. Everyone now has scored from 10 to 15 for Kilkenny. And even Martin Comerford, who came on in place of Henry Shefflin. And it's 2-11 to 5 points.
Yeah, super catch by Tommy Walsh. You see there, Niall McCarthy went up the field as he has been doing. Here's Tommy going back on his own. He just stays back there. Great catch. Ball in, great catch by Richie Power again inside and lays it off, and a simple score again by Kilkenny.
We're playing 4 minutes now of added time. Ben O'Connor trying to nurse it to himself here. Cahal-Nocton trying to come onto it, but it's not just one marker you got up against. You got 3 or 4, because Kilkenny are showing the necessary appetite in an All-Ireland semi-final, and Cork's approach to this game, there's been something wrong about it from the word go.
Yeah, well, there's not enough aggression in the forward play. I would say you have to go man-to-man with Cork. This thing is drifting off, looking for a handy ball. They're only going to stay back in their positions, and all you're doing is hitting the ball up to where they are. When it breaks in around the square, then there's nobody there, only the Kilkenny half-back line.
That's brilliantly in there. It's dropped there by Noel Hickey. but Cork again unable to get sticks to it. Out comes Niall McCarthy. Cork with only 2 points from play so far in this match. Out over the sideline. Bit of shouldering going on here, Niall McCarthy and Jackie Tyrrell. There you go, their impression of puck goats. We can get on with the hurling now once again. We're already well into stoppage time. Some 3 minutes still to go, and Niall McCarthy now being called aside. Referee, you may remember, gave yellow cards to Asaki and to Noel Hickey at the beginning. Now at the end of the first half, there's one for Niall McCarthy as well.
Yeah, there's Niall McCarthy going leading with the head. You know, and I don't think Brian Gavin saw that. He said it was digging with the hurl, and he saw that it could have been a red card. I don't like to see that. I know there's helmets on, but this thing of headbutting, you know, to me it's crazy. It's not, you know, it's not sport. It's not in any sport. I don't like to see it, but particularly in hurling.
So Kilkenny 2-11, Cork 5 points, and once again Kilkenny with a late first half free.
And of course, Richie Power was a brilliant free taker at minor under 21 level, but and when Henry Shefflin was out injured for the year, he took the frees. What a man to have on him, but when Henry's playing, he always takes them.
I was reading his club coach, or was his club coach anyway, John Lahey, today in the paper. He was saying that when he gets to take the frees, it'll boost his confidence and keep him more involved. And there's another illustration of that with another lovely point from a huge distance out. Well, he was a good 80 metres away from the target there. He's got his 4th point of the match.
Beautiful technique, and you know, they have the subs. I just looking at Aidan Fogarty didn't start in Leinster. Martin Comfort was there, then he was dropped. You know, James Ryle coming back today. Like, all these lads are so hungry, they want to be back in the big time, and you can see it in the way they're playing.
There's James Ryle, well blocked that time by Kieran Murphy, and the referee saw the challenge on Murphy, gives a free into Cork. Very honest player, Kieran Murphy, good captain as well. He'll be bitterly disappointed with the way the first half has developed so far.
Jackie
always gives his level best, and they are great pals, Kieran Murphy and Jackie Tyrrell. They shared a flat, and they were college mates in LIT, but Jackie's got a yellow for that anyway.
Murphy mustn't have paid the rent or something. You wouldn't think it. He's after hitting a couple of digs since the game started.
So hatching plans before they go in to the dressing room at half-time. The Cork management team there, Dennis Walsh, Jerry Ryan, Pa Finn, and of course Pat Buckley as well. Ben O'Connor ready to take this. 3.5 minutes of the stoppage time has been played, and that one has gone away to the right. Ben with some 3 points in the first half, all of them from frees.
You know, it's going to be a big half-time for Cork. You know what do they do? They're down by 13 points coming into half-time against one of the greatest teams of all time. The easy thing is to give up, but they can't do that. They have to come out. Great catch there by Owen Cadigan, but they have to come out with massive heart and drive in the second half. They can't. If they don't, anything could happen. They could be beaten by 20 points.
Well, that's the big challenge now as Richie Power leads Kilkenny off. They've lost Henry Shefflin with an injury, but Richie Power giving loads of leadership there. An all-round, very convincing performance by Kilkenny. They had goals from Eddie Brennan after 17 minutes and Aidan Fogarty after 22 minutes. James Ryle's come in. Cork have been a bitter disappointed. A major challenge for them facing them in the second 35 minutes. At half-time, it's Kilkenny 2 goals and 12 points. Cork 5 points. Michael.
Okay, I'm back here in our Croke Park studio. We have Cyril Farrell, Tomás Mulcahy and Gerald Nan. Tomás, a quick word from yourself before the commercial break. Talking to some hurling people during the week, a few of them expressed the view that they thought that Cork could actually take a heavy beating here today. Now, I know it's only half-time, but it's not looking good, Tomás.
No, it's not looking good, Michael, and certainly in the dressing room at half-time, I know there'll be a lot of harsh words, but they've got to show some serious pride in the jersey in the second half, you know, and because we've learned in the past that Kilkenny will not stop at this, you know. I mean, they're going to be ruthless even again and in the second half, and it could be a serious beating here, you know. And the disappointing thing is we got 5 points in the first half, we've got 3 from frees, we've got 1 from our half-back, we've got one point from play. They've had a good lot of possession, right? But again, when they won possession right around the middle of the field, the half-forward line, we were taking pot shots from 60, 70 yards out and putting the ball wide. None of the full forward line was brought into play, and that's a disappointing factor from a Cork perspective. But look, I mean, at the end of the day, you have to put your hands up and say, if you have Richie Power inside a full forward and you have Shel Flynn and the Meister out at centre forward, and he's dictating things and he's orchestrating things and he's flicking balls out. And I mean, they went for goals very clearly from the start. Right, and didn't come. Cork defence held up and held them tight and got a few free outs for over carrying. But then you knew all the time, Michael, that was going to be a matter of time, and they did get the 2 goals, which were crucial. All
right, we're going to take a short break. Further reflection on that first half in just a few minutes. Now, also here on the Sunday game, there's a chance for you to win a fantastic prize, so don't go away.